Emmett adventure. In a town, there was a man named Emmett. Emmett was a kind man. He lived in a town called Verb. He was a construction worker. But one day, Emmett fell into a giant hole. Luckily, other workers found Emmett in a cave and brought him home. But he's a special person now. The dark cave gave Emmett great new powers. Now Emmett has the ability to build new creations without instructions. He became a hero, and now he defends the city. He has friends like Benny and Batman to help him. Emmett was awesome, but he had enemies too, like Lord Business, Bad Cop, and evil robots. But one day, Emmett faced Lord Business. They fought until Emmett won, and Lord Business lost. But Emmett did not punish him. He proposed him cooperation. Now all people in the city can do both: work by instructions and create new things without instructions. This is how Emmett saved Bricksburg from Lord Business. The end of story. Ministory. In a town, there was a man named Emmett. Where did Emmett live? In a town. Emmett lived in a town. What was his name? The name of the man was Emmett. Was his name Emmett or Chris? His name was not Chris. His name was Emmett. Emmett was a kind man. Was Emmett evil man? No, Emmett was not an evil man. Emmett was a kind man. Was Emmett a clever man? I think yes. Emmett was a clever man. Was Emmett a kind man? Yes, Emmett was a kind man. He lived in a town called Bricksburg. What was the name of the town? Bricksburg. The name of the town was Bricksburg. He was a construction worker. Was Emmett a secretary? No, Emmett was not a secretary. Was Emmett a piano player? No, Emmett was not a piano player. What was Emmett's job? He was a construction worker, a builder. But one day, Emmett fell into a giant hole. Did he fall in love? No, Emmett did not fall in love. Where did Emmett fall? He fell into a giant hole. Luckily, other workers found Emmett in a cave and brought him home. Who found Emmett in a cave? Other workers. Other workers found Emmett in a cave. What did they do to him after that? They brought him home. Where did they bring him? They brought him home, of course. Did they bring him home or to cafe? They did not bring him to cafe. They brought him home. But he is a special person now. The dark cave gave Emmett great new powers. Why Emmett is special now? Because cave gave him great power. What gave him a great power? The cave. The cave gave him a great power. What did cave give Emmett? A great power. The cave gave him a great power. Now Emmett has the ability to build a new creations without instructions. What does Emmett have now? Emmett has the ability to build a new creations. Which ability does Emmett have? Emmett has the ability to build a new creations without instructions. He became a hero, and now he defends the city. What does Emmett do now? Now he defends the city. Who defends the city? Emmett. Emmett defends the city now. What does Emmett defend? A city, of course. Emmett defends a city. Does he defend a city or a room? Emmett doesn't defend a room. He defends a city. He has friends, like Benny and Batman, to help him. Who were Emmett's friends? His friends were Benny and Batman. Was a Benny his friend? Yes, Benny was also his friend. Was a Vladimir his friend? No, Vladimir was not his friend. Why did he need friends? To help him. He needed friends to help him. Emmett was awesome, but he had enemies too, like Lord Business, Bad Cop, and evil robots. Who were the enemies of Emmett? Lord Business, Bad Cop, and evil robots. The enemies of Emmett were Lord Business, Bad Cop, and evil robots. Was a Batman an enemy of Emmett? No. Batman was not an enemy. Batman was a friend. But one day, Emmett faced Lord Business. Did Emmett face his mother one day? No. Emmett did not face his mother. Did Emmett face his dog? No. Emmett didn't face his dog in this story. Who did Emmett face? Emmett faced Lord Business. One day Emmett faced Lord Business. When did Emmett face Lord Business? One day. One day Emmett faced Lord Business. They fought until Emmett won. And Lord Business lost. Who lost the battle? Lord Business lost the battle. Who won the battle between Emmett and Lord Business? Emmett. Emmett won the battle. Did Emmett win the battle or lose the battle? Emmett won the battle. Did Lord Business lose the battle? Yes, Lord Business lost the battle. But Emmett did not punish him. He proposed him cooperation. Why didn't Emmett punish Lord Business? Because he proposed him cooperation. Did Lord Business agree on the proposal? Yes, Lord Business agreed on the proposal. Now all people in the city can do both: work by instructions and create new things without instructions. What can people do now in the city? They can do both: work by instructions and create new things without instructions. This is how Emmett saved Bricksburg from Lord Business. Which city did Emmett save? Bricksburg. Emmett saved Bricksburg. Did he save Bricksburg or London from Lord Business? Of course, Emmett saved Bricksburg from Lord Business. This is it. The end of ministory.